If you have ever checked the top 10 list of programming languages for the past few years, you might notice that C# is always in the top 5, an underdog programming language, behind the big 4, but still in the top 10 list. In this video, we are going to take a look at C# from its beginning to how it's going today. Let's get started. Before C#. Our journey begins in the late 1990s, a pivotal period marked by technological leaps. Microsoft, a prominent player in software development, recognized the need for a language that could merge the strengths of C++ with the user-friendliness of Visual Basic, all while embracing the power of the emerging Internet age. Anders Hejlsberg. With a track record in creating innovative programming languages and drawing inspiration from Java, which had gained prominence for its portability and security, Hejlsberg envisioned a language that could cater to a diverse range of applications while seamlessly integrating with the evolving Microsoft ecosystem.
I think we pulled influences from a lot of places, obviously. I mean, Java was one of them, C++, C. I come from a long background of programming, Pascal and Delphi and whatever, lots of influences there, like, Delphi had properties and C# has properties, and it's because I think properties are a good thing. Every programming language builds on what went before it.
In its formative stages, C# demonstrated influences from Java syntax and its write once, run anywhere philosophy. This connection between the two languages underlined a pivotal concept: the creation of a programming language that could straddle platforms without compromising on performance or developer familiarity. The creation of C#. In the year 2000, Microsoft unveiled C#, a new programming language designed to run on the .NET framework. It aimed to provide a balance between performance and ease of use.
Saw that you sent me the thread, and there was this thread about naming it. Hopefully, like Richard Campbell is working on a book on the evolution of .NET, and so maybe some of this will be in there.
Yeah.
But naming things is really hard. Tell us about the evolution of the name for C#.
Well, so the white paper I sent you.
Yeah, it's not very long. It's very.
It's 4 pages.
Yeah, it's very short.
And it was called "What is Cool," because at the time our code name was COOL, which stood for C Object-Oriented Language, and all of our files were .cool files, and we thought it was cool, but it turns out you can't really call a product cool, because there are just way too many cool things out there.
Apparently,
So we had to mobilize the naming committee, and we came up with long lists of all sorts of silly names. I always felt it'd be fun to have a reference to C in the name, because this was a curly brace language and it was inspired by C and C++. And so we had lists of, C cubed and C prime and EC and whatever, la 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 la, and even cesium.
I saw that.
Cesium. That made it to the short list. I think we had finally C# and cesium. And because back then it was popular to use these sort of chemicals sounded like there was Itanium from, Intel, and maybe we could have cesium from Microsoft.
Right.
Except I started looking at the properties of cesium, and it is one nasty substance.
Like in the email, it's if you add water, we'll all die.
Oh, yes, and cesium-137 is like a highly radioactive fallout from atom bombs, and I don't think we're going to go there. So
let's name our language something radioactive.
So C# it was, and I think the name served as well.
C# was released alongside Visual Studio.NET and gained attention for its object-oriented programming capabilities, memory management through garbage collection, and its role in building Windows applications. Evolving and expanding. C# emerges as a versatile tool, consistently unveiling novel capabilities that underscore its adaptive nature. C# introduces a succession of innovative features. Language Integrated Query, LINQ, represents a pivotal advancement, seamlessly intertwining data querying within code constructs. Simultaneously, the introduction of async/await facilitates the nuanced orchestration of asynchronous operations. The evolution of C# exemplifies its commitment to contemporary programming paradigms. The assimilation of features like LINQ and async/await reflects its continuous enhancement. Beyond its native Windows habitat, C# transcends boundaries by embracing .NET Core, enabling its proficiency across platforms such as Linux and Mac OS. Anticipate further revelations from C# as it navigates toward .NET 8 and beyond. Today, C# can do anything. IoT, AI and ML, desktop, web, mobile and cross-platform, single-page apps so you don't have to write JS, games. Also, the community has grown, fostering collaboration, open-source projects, and a massive amount of online resources for aspiring programmers. With .NET 8 and beyond, we're looking at even more exciting features. Conclusion. From its inception as a solution to a programming language gap, to its status as a versatile tool embraced by developers worldwide, the history of C# is one of innovation, collaboration, and adaptation. As technology marches forward, C# remains a cornerstone of modern software development. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of C#. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful documentaries on programming, technology, and beyond.
All of you in the audience and people watching, if you are, you have to participate. How many have used C# before?
Wow. That's awesome. Thank you.
That's really cool, right?
Yeah, it is cool.